Yo, what's going on, guys? Today's officially the first day that I'm going to be able to work on the car during this year. I'm going to be doing this alone, just a couple small things, just to kind of give you an idea of what we're working with and give you a breakdown of the car. I'm really excited to show you. I'm really excited also to see it in some real sunlight. It's been kind of gloomy ever since we brought it home, so really excited. And we're going to be on our way now. I got all my tools. Hopefully everything is good to go. Shouldn't run into trouble, but I don't know, I'll give you guys a good breakdown of what we got, what came with the car, what's in the car now, and what we're working with. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when we're there. Alright guys, so we finally fucking made it. After sitting through an hour and a half worth of traffic. I forgot how busy it gets. Usually I get to avoid that for the time I get off work, but unfortunately I did not plan accordingly. So we finally made it. This is the 2000 series Honda Civic Si. This is my first Si I've ever owned. I don't know what to expect when owning these things. I do know there's a lot of goodies involved with this car. Not only that, I kind of talked a little briefly about how clean the shell is. This car is pretty much rust-free for its year. It's got some aftermarket tint. As you can see, it's very dark. It's fairly decent on the body. Obviously, the paint is super faded. This car has been sitting in the sun. It's been sitting outside, clearly, for a very long time. So super excited. There's a little bit of scrapage down here, so probably just from being towed around or whatever, God knows what. But it's a little bit of a dent right here. Not a big deal. I'm not super worried about that. As you can see, we're rocking some Steelies. That one's missing a lug. So sick. So we're gonna check this out here. You can see the paint isn't all that bad. I don't know, like I said, this isn't supposed to be a show car right now. I don't know what I want to do with the paint down the road, but I do know that that's not a priority right now. The priority is to get this thing running and get it mobile so that we can start driving, start enjoying, start using the car, so I can start getting some miles on it, my own miles on it. I'd like to do that. We did get a set of brakes with the car. They came with the car, so I have a set of rotors. I'd probably have to get some new pads as well, but that'll be for another day. But here's a good view of the front end. I'm super digging this super chopped up, kind of dirty, ratty look to it. I don't know, I'm kind of vibing with it. And it's just probably because it's just my car, but something to notice, this is a 97 series over here. This is my first car. The headlights are obviously a little different just from the generations of Civics they did from 99 to 2000. They changed the front end and the headlights, and I'm sure a bunch of other things, the heater core as well. There's a bunch of harness as well, a ton of stuff that they changed. Nothing too crazy, nothing that we can't work around, but a lot of parts are going to be going from this car into this one because this one is missing a lot. I'm missing a lot of interior bolts and screws and stuff to kind of assemble the interior together. I'm also going to be using the linkage from this car. It's going in here. All sorts of miscellaneous stuff, extra harness, the washer fluid reservoir is going to be going in there, and tons of stuff. These rims, these wheels are going to be going in this car. I kind of dig the black. I don't know how it's going to look, but like I said, when I get my wheel lock, whenever I decide to make a purchase, these will be coming off and I'll be swapping over. And these actually have decent tires on them, so I'm looking forward to that as well. This car is pretty much, everything in here is going to be switched over to there. I think the fuckers that actually stole this car actually took a large percentage of the nuts and bolts. They didn't just leave them behind. I think they know how hard it is to get a hold of some things, so they definitely knew what they were looking for. I think this hood is propped. Okay. And he was already working on disconnecting the harness and stuff. Same thing with the vacuum lines and these coolant holes. I'm going to be scooping these Johnnies up and throwing them on the build. This car's still got fairly decent parts. The fuel filter mount is also going to be coming off because I actually pulled that from another car, and this one is fairly rust free. Might get it sandblasted, just kind of clean up things. All these bolts around here are trash, they're useless. I can't do anything with them, but for the most part this thing is fairly going to be used as a parts car for the time being, and the swap is going to be coming out and it's going to be getting sold to a private party or somebody who wants a D16. But so that's basically what the car looks like. I know it doesn't look like much, it kind of looks like a piece of shit, but it's rust free. From where I'm from, that's literally a grail. So yeah, super fucking stoked about it. But yeah, we're gonna get started today by doing little things. I'm gonna install I got in this car I had taken out from last winter. I got the battery So we're going to grab that Johnny. We're also going to do some interior cleaning, and then we're also going to see if we can kind of just, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. I don't have a key. I don't have an ignition key right now, so I won't be able to tell if any of the electronics work in the vehicle, and I don't think really anything's plugged in. And like I said, there's no engine in here, so I really can't test anything because the engine's at another place right now. We're slowly going through it. I know it's taking a lot longer than I'd like, but vice versa, we're going to get it done. Not super worried about it, but yeah, I am really digging this car, and like I said, it's a very rust-free chassis, so we got pretty lucky there. So yeah, we're chilling today. So as you can see here, the interior is pretty bare bones. There really isn't much in here to work with. I mean, I don't really have much to begin with. I mean, at least some of this shit isn't broken. Like I said, today is going to be a kind of a cleanse to kind of go through the car, see what we got. Looks like we got some interior things in here. I don't really know what is what. Ooh, I need that for the ECU. That broke off, typical. But, fuck. I mean, I'm used to that, but we got some other goodies with the car as well, so I'm not super worried about it, but really fucking stoked. Jeez, what the fuck happened to this man? Oh, it was that stupid sticky shit, man. This manifold looks cheap. I don't know, I'm not a fan of it, but came with some stock injectors. Looks like a stock fuel rail. Nothing too crazy, it doesn't look like. Skunk tooth throttle body, the thing is super clean. Really clean. Everything is fairly clean in here. I still gotta take out the stuff in the back. Like I said, I gotta kind of go through this thing. I wish it wasn't working in a freaking muddy environment, but it's just what we got to work with. I'm trying to keep as much dirt and wetness out of this car as possible because I really don't want to. Honestly, I'm going to take the mats out, plop them in here for the time being because that just doesn't make any sense for me to do that. So, this thing also needs a wash. I bet you it hasn't been washed since it's been parked. So, not here, but since the last owner. So, here's another beautiful angle of the car from the rear. So, doors open fairly nice. Oh, it's got the lumbar support. Oh, man. It's like nice. Most of this is probably going to stay off. Like I said, this is going to be... It's going to be a big project. Like I said, I'm super excited about it. This car is pretty solid. The only thing I don't really know... There's a light up here? Oh, God, this thing's got everything. These are in fairly decent condition as well. And those are usually worth a lot. These usually rip. I'm getting a new headliner as well. I have it in the back of Frankie's truck, so that'll be coming out. But yeah, this thing's a solid ripper. I guess the first thing we're going to be doing today is really kind of I want to put the battery in. I want to try and put this door in. The passenger is on, so I don't know why that one's on and this one isn't. This one's also, I don't know why there's a hole right there. I don't know what that's about. Probably just somebody trying to make damage out of something. I don't know. That's weird because that's kind of where it clips into the side. But they fucked with the mirror wiring here, which isn't an end-all be-all, but this copper is definitely corroded now because you exposed it to too much oxygen. But not a big deal. I'm not really scared of that because it seems to be the only thing that they really tried doing was that. Because I think what I was told was they were trying to splice the fog lights into the mirror wire, but fog light selection switch is supposed to go here and you're supposed to put it in yourself and do the whole relay setup with it as well. And you can see here with all these wires as well. So I don't know what their intentions were, and it's pretty obvious that they didn't do a good job because now this grommet's also hanging out. I'm gonna have to try and find a way to clean that up. But interior wise, yeah, it's pretty good. A little gummied up in there, but that's just corrosion resistant lube and stuff like that. But I haven't really taken a real step back here in the rear, but my God, is it dark in here. This tent is going to get me in some big trouble. But yeah, these SI seats, I don't, let's check them out. I've never really kind of sat back in one of these before, but I've only sat in stock Civic seats, but yeah, these are nice. You know, if I can sit back, you know, it's not a bad gig. You know, if you dig them, I'm gonna clean them. I'm gonna try and clean them. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I would love to get an extractor, but it's so fucking expensive, you know. But yeah, so that's kind of where it's at. Like I said, I'm gonna try and put the door panel on. We're gonna do that first, I think, because that seems to be one of the two tougher projects. I might try and sneak that grommet back in its little hole there, and try and pull it through the engine bay there. So I'm gonna grab some tools to get that latch out, because it's unfortunately broken, because they always break. It's just what they're known for. So we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna assemble any interior if it makes it easier for us to put the shift linkage in. If it makes it easier to leave that out, I'm going to do that, because I think I remember having to do that when we changed the short shifter, which I bet you that still works in this. So I think it's pretty much just drag and drop, swap right into it, and I think everything's going to be fine. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that that's just what's going to happen. I'm sure we're going to run into problems, but yeah, so that's that. Interior in here isn't too bad. There's a little bit of a scuffy right there, like tear through the carpet, probably a burn or something. It looks, or rust. It's probably eating away, I don't know, but some weird shit. So unfortunately, this car does have a cracked windshield, so that does bum me out, because I've never been able to maintain like a clean fucking windshield on any of these cars. So it definitely is quite frustrating. So I'm gonna hopefully try and see if I can source one of those down the road. It's not on the list right now. It's not even close to par. Just like the paintwork, I don't really care right now. The whole point is to get this thing running and make it smooth and reliable, and just a fun ripper. So like I said, I'm fucking stoked, man. Like, this is it. This is the future of the Seth Go Boost channel, starting off this year real strong. So keep you guys posted. Nice and tight. Don't want to do it too much, because otherwise you don't want to break nothing, but that latch is good. I'm also going to tighten the bottom one. Okay. Grab our battery tray here. Our deluxe battery tray. Throw this right on top of that. Look at that. Battery is in. So there's that. The battery's in. We're able to get that taken care of. Also, a quick little secret that I just noticed while working on the car, putting the battery in. We have HIDs in here. These are aftermarket MIC tuning, 40 watt. They look super nice. There's another one in there that doesn't have the grommet. So I want. Oh, you know what? I don't think that grommet that was in the bay earlier, I don't think that replaces that. But yeah, these look super nice. These are not super fogged up, so I think they just need to be washed. But you can see a decent size HID in there, or LEDs, whatever you want to call them. They look pretty decent. So I'm assuming they're pretty bright, because mine actually got stolen. The fuckers stole those. So losers, you know. So they stole that shit, which is annoying as fuck, but it's whatever. It's what we do. We work around the problem. So yeah, we're gonna have to take care of that right away. I'm not sure if we got anything on there from us dropping the car off and not doing anything with it, but other than that, some more rubbish there. Are definitely gonna clean that up. Definitely gotta clean that up. So that's on the list. Yeah, I don't know. Something that concerns me is the harness. I feel like maybe they probably left it behind for somebody else, but for the most part, like I said, I could just take this one out and just throw it in here. I'm not super worried about it. And just if I need to solder, I will. It's gonna be a project. That was the whole point of this. But I don't know what the state of the harness is, so that's the only real concern I have with the car right now. After seeing that piece cut in the back, it's not an end-all be-all for me. It's not like I'm gonna give the car back. Like, I bought it for a reason. I'm looking for a project, and hopefully this doesn't set us back or set me back a lot of time and effort, because I'm not scared of wiring. It's just a pain in the ass if you don't understand it, and it's very time consuming. And obviously I want to get this finished, or a majority of it finished within, hopefully by the end of summer here, and get some polls in for you guys. I know that you guys are gonna enjoy it. So like I said, that's the plan. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I guess we'll have to find out together. So yeah, this is a little before the cleans. Nothing crazy. Got the plate up there, so it'll be gone by then. But this is before the cleans. Ta-da! And here's the after. So it's starting to look like a newer car, or a clean driven car, I guess. That's a start. Cleaning the door panels a little bit. Still really dirty. This is very scraped from previous owners, and like I said, this looks like to be drilled in or something got lodged in there. It's a little bit of a dirtiness right there, but yeah, I don't really have really good cleaning stuff, so hopefully I can get some better product one day. But for right now, this will have to do, and so far I'm impressed. And there's a car underneath all this stuff, so yeah, I don't know, it's looking good. But for the most part, it's pretty much just going to be sitting. At least until we get some engine stuff going. Like I said, that stuff's coming very soon here. I plan on keeping that up to date, because that's a priority right now, is just kind of checking things out and then buying what's needed to get that thing running and healthy, and check the surface of the deck to see if it needs to get redecked or anything like that, and the glasses are not straight. There's just the little things I got to check out first, but you guys are going to be along for that, so I'm not going to leave you guys out on anything. I'm going to try and record as best as I can. This is new to me, so this is all new shit. I don't really know the best way to do this, and I'm just kind of going as I go here. So there is that. Like I said, I don't really know what else there is. I'm just going to get views of the back here, and then yeah, pack up, take things I need to get home with, and then we'll be ready to rock. So that's how we do it.